We are in Arches National Park today. Come hang out with us. We always plan to do lunches at the park, and nothing beats a good old-fashioned peanut butter and marshmallow sandwich. If you are going to Arches National Park, it's a good idea to stay in the town of Moab, as it's only about 10 minutes away from the park entrance. Arches does get crowded, so be sure to secure your timed entry for the park. Behind me is the Great Wall. It's going to be a good day. Arches does have a number of shorter hikes, one of them being the Balanced Rock Trail.
Arches is a national park I would highly recommend.
The total height of this formation is 128 feet, and the boulder itself weighs over 3,500 tons. Well, Balanced Rock is super cool. 0.3 mile loop just to walk around it. Pretty awesome. And that looks like a hand with stubby fingers. Elijah, you ready? Let's go. Hiking to Delicate Arch. All right. So most of the hike to get to the arch is uphill. I would rate the hike there as being moderate. How much longer?
The hike there was kind of strenuous. It was a decent hike. There was some climbing. Like there was one spot that it's an uphill rock face. It was so worth it to go see that arch.
Oh my goodness. We made it. It was pretty windy up at the arch, but we were lucky in that the crowds weren't bad at all. We made it to the arch. It's what's on the license plate. Oh, I feel so good right now. I think it was worth it. It was a tough hike. I think it was worth it. All right, now it's time for the 1.5 miles back to the truck, and then lunchtime.
We drove through most of the park itself. We just didn't do all of the hikes. We did some to go see, different arches that are in the park, but we chose not to do too many really long hikes just because of having kids along with us.
This was a really fun picnic area, but because of how windy it was, you really had to be careful that your trash didn't blow away. I wanted to see double arch on this trip. The line to park was ridiculous. And here you can see the formations referred to as the Parade of Elephants. Sometimes what you can do in national parks just depends on your luck with parking. But here we are at the Double Arch Trail. This scene was used in a bunch of movies. The ones I can think of are The Hulk and The Last Crusade. So it's pretty sweet.
The Double Arch, if you want to get all the way up to the arch, you have to do some rock climbing to get up there, but not hard rock climbing, but it definitely a lot of fun for the kids. Elijah loved climbing up on these rocks, and him and Jake went all the way to the top. So we just did one day at Arches. There's a decent amount of stuff to do in this park, so you could easily stretch this into multiple days if you wanted to. There we go.
And after we picked up our badges around dinner time, we headed back to the campsite. Well, we had a good time at Arches. Totally worth checking out if you're passing through Moab. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Stay tuned for next time as we explore Canyonlands National Park. So a lot of times what you end up doing in national parks just depends on your Just depends on your luck. Oh my goodness.